Math Genie.
In this video, I'll be explaining how to solve more complex problems relating to the divisibility rule for number 11. Let's look at the question. What digit could fill in the blank to make 89,043 divisible by 11? So, if you have not watched my last video yet, I will link it down in the comment section, the pinned comment section down below. But if you have, you should remember that in my last video I talked about the basic divisibility rule for number 11, and I also solved some very easy problems that can test your understanding. So again, if you have not watched it yet, I will link it down in the pinned comment section below. So, just to recap, you guys can maybe remember that the divisibility rule for number 11 is to first find the sum of the alternating digits, subtract those two sums, and the result must be either 0 or the answer just must be divisible by 11. So if I, get some really basic example, for example, with the number 121, which we all probably know is divisible by 11, we must find the sum of the alternating digits, which in this case is going to be these two are the alternating digits, and this is a digit right there. Well, you must do the sum of the alternating digits minus the other set of alternating digits, and you must get either 0 or the answer must be divisible by 11. In this case, the answer is 0. So even if we didn't know that 121 was divisible by 11, we can confirm that it is. And you can test or use the skill for numbers that are too big for you to actually divide by. So, moving on from this basic recap here, let's move on to the actual question. So we're going to use the same concept to solve this question too. So what we're going to do is I'm going to say that this blank space here is going to be represented by x. Because remember that the blank digit is just going to be a one-digit number, right? It's going to be a number between 0 and 9. So I'm just going to let it equal to x. So by using the divisibility rule, I can set up a simple equation here. The alternating digits, which are in this case 8, x, and 3, when added and subtract by 9 plus 4, which are the other set of alternating digits, the answer must be either 0 or must be divisible by 11, or the multiple of 11. So let's see if this number actually equals 0. What x is going to equal when this is 0. So I'm going to set up two different cases. And I'm going to let this be the first case. Right here. Alright. So let's go ahead and add this. So 8 plus 3 equals 11. So we can just say x plus 11 minus 9 plus 4 is 13 equals 0. Well, we can subtract 11 minus 13, which is negative 2. So we get that x equals 2. So this is the first solution that we get for x. So if we say that the answer is going to be 0, well, we'll get x equals 2. So we just got one of our answers. And remember, this is case number 1. Now let's try case number 2. Alright, case number 2 is going to be when x is going to equal the multiple of 11. Let's go ahead and try that. So case number 11, and I'll just move this down so that it'll be easier for you guys to see later on. Case number 2. I'm going to take what we already have found. So we've found that if you simplify the left side, you're going to get x minus 2. Well, the answer must be either 11, or for example, like 22, or 33, or we don't know. It goes on to infinity. But think about it, guys. The smallest number we can have for answer to equal this simple expression is going to be 11. So if you actually subtract 2, add 2 on both sides, you're going to get that x is equal to 13. If you add 2 to 22, you're going to get 24. and then you're going to get 35 and on. But as you guys can see, remember that x must be a number, must be between 0 and 9, right? So that means you can't have numbers greater than 9 as the answer. X must be between 0 and 9. So therefore, we can just completely eliminate the second case, like this. Let's go ahead and eliminate it, because it's not going to work. Like, we can't have numbers greater than 9 as our answer. So automatically, we can just refer right back to our case number 1 and just find that x must equal 2. So therefore, the number that's going to make the number specified here in the problem is going to be 2. Don't write x equals 2 as your answer, because we just made up that variable. So the answer would just simply be 2. So again, whenever you see like this type of question or any questions relating to a missing digit, just refer back to how I solved this and just set up that digit to equal x, and always remember that that number can't go beyond number 9. Because remember, a digit is we're going to only find single digit numbers. So the answer to this question again is number 2. And in my next video, I'll be solving more complex problems. So this is going to be like a sequence like I did with the other type of concepts. So stay tuned for the next video, and I hope you guys all have a nice day. Thank you for staying until the end of this video.
Math Genie.